Greetings dear traders, and you're watching the Daily Market Review with me, financial analyst of Grand Capital Analyst Sergey Lin. So, our daily heading is dedicated as traditional to the tactical analysis on some forex major pairs. And so let's start. Our first pair will be intraday analysis of Euro and US dollar. So what do we have here? Remains Euro negative while Monday's intraday high at 1.3813 caps and the retest of support at 1.3681 is on the cards. So completion of a bear flag is awaiting for confirmation, and a break below 1.3681 would bring the focus back onto the November 1st reaction low at 1.3684. A recovery above 1.3818 would provide temporary respite, but the November 4th high at 1.3870 and solid resistance at 1.3905 limits corrective upside risk, and the weekly chart of Euro and US dollar trend is range. Intraday analysis of US dollar versus Japanese yen continues to drift, fleeting either side of the 0.7800 level between support at 77.89 and resistance at 78.27. More of the same is expected, although a push to the downside towards 77.60 and 77.45 would be the more orderly resolution. Resistance at 78.18 needs to be breached in order to open the range high at 78.27. And the weekly chart of US dollar versus Japanese yen trend is bearish. Intraday analysis of Great Britain pound and US dollar. What I have here, let's look. The recovery is showing signs of faltering, as Great Britain pound bulls struggle to meet the 1.6135 minimum target. Resistance at Monday's 1.6080. High will look to defend the projected target at 1.6135, which also protects the October 31 reaction high at 1.6167. A setback below 1.5980 and the more important 1.5947 low would put Great Britain pound bears in control, exposing 1.5872. And weekly chart of Great Britain pound versus US dollar trend is bullish. Okay, intraday analysis of US dollar versus Swiss franc. Monday's push above 0.90 paves the way for more gains to 0.9082. The November 3rd higher low at 0.8760 has also created a minimum upside target at 0.9153. Which needs to be met in order to validate recovery of the October 27 reaction low at 0.8568. Good support, remember, good support lies at 0.8945 and only below 0.8845 would question the US dollar bullish outlook. Weekly chart of US dollar versus Swiss franc trend is bearish. Okay. Intraday analysis of Australian dollar versus US dollar. The focus has switched back to the downside, finally, and onto the November 3rd reaction low at 1.0203 in particular. The failure to force a break above 1.0447 left a truncated high at 1.0429 on Monday, and the break below support at 1.0276 is expected to expose the 1.0203 low. Only a recovery above 1.0391 would provide respite, but upside risk is still limited. Okay, weekly chart of Australian dollar versus US dollar trend is bullish. Okay, let's finish with our majors and regard to fund areas, commodities, and etc. So, fund areas: Europe, Stocks 50, FTSE 100, and DAX. They also have raised, all of them, for about from 0.80% to 0.5%. Energy, Brent has raised for about 1%, VTI has raised for about 0.70%. Okay, industrial metals, Cooper has raised for about 0.78%. Gold has fallen for about, it's not so important, it's just has fallen for about 0.08%, and silver also has fallen for about 0.17%. Okay, that's all, my dear traders. It was today technical analysis and some general analysis on fund areas, commodities, and etc. It was me in studio, financial analyst of Grand Capital analyst, Grand Capital Company, Sergey Lin. And thank you for watching, and I wish you the good trend, fair trend, and good luck. Bye bye.